Hello, Alan Wright here. I've been doing surveys and I've noted that quite a few people have been taking the pumps from one rental property to a second, and this is very easy to do. So the purpose of this video is just to show you what you need and how you can do it. On the table we have two adjustables set for 22mm, a 22mm cutter, 22mm pipe, two 22mm compression joints, a marker, some wire wool and a tape. The first thing you need to do is to get yourself a piece of pipe 110mm long. Now you don't have to be that accurate because there is quite a bit of play in the joints. But there's 110, mark it. Then we need to cut it. Cutting is very straightforward. Just keep turning the cutter until the pipe turns off. You need to make sure the pipe is actually nice and clean, that it hasn't got paint on it. If it's new pipe, you haven't got too much problems, but this has been around a little while, so I'll give it a quick clean with some wire wool. You've now got a piece of pipe which is the length of the pump, and this will replace the pump. So here we have the ShowerPowerBooster, which is fitted on a 22mm pipe. All in place. First thing to do is to loosen off the olives. So this needs to be adjusted to 22. And this 22. It's easier if you've got two because you can actually turn them anti-clockwise each. So that's going to go anti-clockwise, that's going to go anti-clockwise, and that releases it. Now what you end up with is the existing nuts from the pump staying where they are. And they stay in place with an olive. And what we're going to do is we're going to replace that with your piece of pipe which you've just cut, and use 22mm compression joints. You're going to allow the olives and the nuts which came off the pump to be used. They stay in place. So these are 22mm compression joints, so we'll take the nuts and the olives off one side only. This then slips in here and slips in there. That then goes back into there, and then it's simply a case of moving the nut forward to make that connection, moving the nut forward for that connection, making sure it's all pushed together, and then it's a case of simply tightening up two compression joints. Clockwise to tighten, and the other one. Pump is gone, use it elsewhere. Thank you. Just a hint, all of the screws are clockwise closed. That includes the valve to turn off the water to your tank. It includes these. Clockwise close is the way to tighten up, anti-clockwise to loosen off.